What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center, here to do an energetic check-in for the month of May. If you're new to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. All the other information you need to know is in the description box below. All right, my fellow Taurians, let's just jump right into the reading. And basically, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at your current hurdles, obstacles, and challenges. We're going to look at the advice, what you need to do to overcome those challenges. So this will be the most important part of the reading. Then we'll look at the outcome. In other words, what you will get, what the outcome will be if you adhere to the advice. All right, so this will be good. This reading will be good for probably up until about the middle of May. Keep in mind, roles could be reversed. So if this reading doesn't sound like it's resonating for you, that's fine. It may not. Cross-watchers are welcome. So this could be talking about you if you're attached to a Taurus. So just keep all the things in mind here. So what's the major hurdle, obstacle, and challenge for my Tauruses? Oh, I got a card that's flipped. All right, let me put that one back in there. What's the major hurdle, obstacle, and challenge for my Taurians, please? All right. Well, two wanted to come out. Let me check and see. We have a Tower, and we have the Seven of Cups. It's cool. I'll take them both. I'll honor it. Okay, there's a few different energies of what's going on with that, and I'm going to clarify everything, so don't worry. What's the advice? Give me one card for the advice here. So just right off the bat, what I'm kind of getting with the Tower and the Seven of Cups is there's the first energy is something major, sudden, shocking might have happened. Something in your life may have kind of like blown up recently. There may have been a huge teardown of something, the end of something, or just something major. You didn't see it coming, happened, and you're trying to figure out what to make of it with the Seven of Cups. I don't know. This is it's totally caught you off guard, and you're very confused by it. That's one. The second option is you're feeling really challenged right now because you feel like no matter what decision or choice that you have available to you, they're all bad choices. In other words, it's almost like if someone gave you an ultimatum. It's like you can choose this bad choice or you can choose that bad choice. They're all bad choices. Which bad choice do you want to choose? And you're trying to figure out which one is going to be the lesser of seven evils with the Seven of Cups, right? Again, not literally, but that's a possibility. A third opportunity is that, you're scared to make a decision about something that you could potentially be emotionally invested in, because cups are emotions, because you're afraid that if you pick the wrong cup, you're going to get zapped, right? So it either has something to do with a decision or choice that you have to make that's challenging you, or something has happened to you and you're trying to figure out how to respond to that thing that happened to you because you didn't see it coming. It's going to be somewhere in that realm. We're going to find out when we clarify. Strength came out, Leo energy here in the advice. So this is basically about you needing to stay strong, be courageous through whatever this happens. So it's either if something is happening to you that you didn't see coming, Spirit is saying the advice is for you to remain strong as you work through this thing that you didn't see coming. If it has to do with you making a decision and you're scared to make the decision, Spirit's advice is to be courageous and make the decision anyway. All right, so what's the outcome here? What's the outcome? There we go. The outcome is the Page of Wands. So whatever this is, the outcome is better than you expect it to be because pages are about good news, right? It's good news, exciting news, good news, right? So whatever you're afraid of, the outcome, as long as you adhere to the advice, that's your responsibility. Your responsibility is follow the advice. If you follow the advice, the outcome's actually going to go better than you thought. And at the bottom of the deck, though, which is the underlying or overall energy, you have the Hangman. Now, there's two energies attached to the Hangman in your case. One is about enlightenment. seeing things from a new perspective, seeing things different than you did before, looking at things from a viewpoint or perception that you had not previously. Now, that's possibly what could be happening here. This tower may not be a scary tower. This tower may be might be a holy crap revelation. Like, oh my gosh, you saw something. You were confused about something until you weren't. And the reason that you were confused is because all of a sudden it hit you. It hit you like a tower. It hit you like a lightning bolt. You're like, oh my God, I get it now. I figured it out. Like, you get this epiphany, this mind-blowing revelation. Like, the crown is being blown off the top of the tower, which is literally like saying your mind is blown, right? Your mind is blown about something you were confused about, which could be indicative of this hanged man. Like, oh my gosh, I get it now. I know what to do about a situation that I needed to be strong in or be courageous in or have strength in, right? Like, that could be it. And this affords you the ability, the outcome, to be able to move forward in a positive way. Things go better than you expect. That's one possibility. The second possibility with the hangman at the bottom of the deck has to do with you feeling stuck right now. Like, things aren't moving in your life. You feel stuck. And the hangman is also about letting go of one thing or letting go of certain things to realize that when we let go of things, we have the opportunity to have new things. And that's indicative because the Seven of Cups represents many options. So there might be certain options in your life that are not healthy for you. That could be destructive options or destructive scenarios and things that are playing out. And the universe is saying, hey, at the bottom of the deck here, you need to let go of it. You need to have the strength and courage to let go of these things that are no longer serving you because there's exciting, better things ahead of you in the future. All right, so it's going to be somewhere in that ballpark, in that arena. I'm going to clarify everything really quick to see if I'm on track and to see if I'm missing anything, if there's any other nuances. So let's clarify. Okay, so yeah, this clearly has something to do with love. All right, so we're dealing with, this is relationship. We have the Ace of Cups. And if it's not relationships, then this has to do with something that you're emotionally invested in. Could be emotional investment in a job. Could be something that you've always wanted to do, something that you love to do, and now you have an opportunity to do it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that. I've always wanted to do that. That's always been my dream, right? Ace of Cups, a new opportunity that you would love to have. But if it's not that, then obviously this has to do with choosing a partner. Cups, love, relationships. And you're trying to figure out what relationship you want because you have a relationship coming in and it may surprise you. So again, two energies. Here you are out here exploring your options, and then boom, out of nowhere, you didn't see this one coming, which is like an eighth cup, right? Like you're looking at these seven, and then the universe is like, here, I got one for you that you'll like. Boom. Something unexpected shows up, and it's a good option. Ace of Cups, right? That's one opportunity. The second opportunity, the second scenario, I guess, and again, you guys, this could be 50-50. 50 of you might resonate with what I've just said. 50% of you might resonate what I'm about to say. So for the second group of you, this could be like, well, I've had such a hard time. I've had such obstacles choosing love because maybe you're like, I have a bad picker, as they like to say in the dating world, and you feel like you suck at choosing romantic options. Like, man, I suck every time I pick somebody. It ends up being toxic. It ends up failing. It ends up blowing up. It ends up ending. I just can't seem to pick a good relationship or a good partner to save my life. Well, you have another option coming in, but I feel like this time it's not going to be that. I haven't looked at this card yet. We have the Four of Pentacles. What this is telling me is you guys, and it makes sense because you guys are Tauruses. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not poking you. I'm not judging you. Part of the struggle here is that some of you guys play it safe. You're not stepping out of your comfort zone. You're guarded. You're afraid to make a choice because you're afraid it's going to be the wrong choice, or you make choices based off of things that are familiar to you because they're familiar, and you don't want to step out into the unknown. You don't want to take the courage to let go of an old way of doing something and gain a new perspective of like, well, maybe instead of picking people based off of my comfort zone because it's familiar to me. Maybe I should try something new, try a different approach, try a different type, right? Maybe try dating somebody that's not your usual type or something of that nature, right? But whatever it is, you have an opportunity, or the challenge here rather, the challenge and opportunity, I guess I should say, has to do with love. And there's some fear involved because that tower is there. And, part of the challenge has been that you've been playing it safe a little too much. Step out of your comfort zone. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I just glanced, we do have a King of Wands here. This could be fear that you're going to meet a player, somebody who's just, they're magnetic and they're passionate, and you might have a lot of strong sexual chemistry, but in the past, that's maybe that type of person is what's bit you in the butt. Or maybe it could be a Leo or a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Okay. I'm just throwing it out there because I took notice of it. All right. Strength card. Why is the strength card here? What is this about for the advice? A little bit more clarity on the strength energy. One more, please. Let's see what this one is. Okay, the Four of Wands. So definitely has to do with commitment. So some of you might have commitment issues. Four of Wands is about long-term commitments. Some of you might have a fear of commitment with that Four of Pentacles there. Or some of you might overcommit. Like, you rush when you get into a relationship, you just, you rush into things. Or some of you may be so concerned with whether or not the relationship's going to be serious, you put a lot of pressure on it. It's like, I only date people that I'm going to marry. And then you try to figure out if this person is marriage material on a first date, which is unrealistic. It's like, well, I can't see a future with them. I went on a date with them. It's a first date. And no one's going to know anything about somebody on a first date that's relevant, but you're like trying to figure out if they're worth being, if they're marriage material on a first date, right? Which is unrealistic because you want to feel safe, right? Your concern is safety here with the strength card. You're trying to play it safe. This Page of Cups wanted to kind of pop over there. I'm going to put it back in the deck because I'm only taking two. And it makes sense because look, we have the Seven of Swords. So you've been betrayed in the past. Everything that I've been saying. So you're playing it safe. And this is the advice, but I got to relate it to the other cards first. Okay. In other words, in order for the advice to make sense, you've been hurt in the past. You're afraid to make decisions, potentially afraid to make decisions because in the past, the decisions you've made they always bit you in the butt. They always blew up. They always hurt you. You find yourself going through these tower moments again and again and again. Well, it only takes a couple of towers. Sometimes it only takes one to put you in this play it safe type of mode where now you're just like, well, I'm afraid to step out of my comfort zone because I don't want to end up in this tower again because in the past, when I was in a serious commitment or serious relationship, I was lied to, I was cheated on, I was betrayed. So you have trust issues here. At the very least, there's trust issues with the Seven of Swords. Some of you could be emotionally avoidant, which is the Four of Pentacles. Like, oh, no, I'm guarded. I'm not going to open up. I'm not going to open up because I'm not going to get hurt, right? And the Ace of Cups is here saying, no, you need to offer your cup. You need to express emotions. You need to be able to open up and share emotions and get out of this Four of Pentacles thing where you're so protected and guarded that you're not allowing the emotional side of you to come out because you attract who you are, not what you want. And if you're in Four of Pentacles guarded energy, then you're going to attract other things that are emotionally unavailable, which is also Seven of Swords. An avoidant. This is an avoidant attachment style energy, somebody who avoids emotions. But it's also tied to you, which tells me some of you out there are avoidant attachment style people. Again, I'm not judging. I'm just here to help you. The advice is to have the strength and courage to overcome all this. Overcome your commitment issues, overcome your avoidant attachment issues. Have the strength to learn how to trust yourself, to become emotionally available, and how to take calculated risks. Step out of your comfort zone to have a calculated risk, to have a new perspective about what you need to do to learn to trust yourself and when to trust yourself, right? So that you don't question, the decisions that you make, right? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles here. So this is saying if for some of you, it might be beneficial to get actual help. Go see a therapist, go see a life coach, get somebody to help you navigate these trust issues. But it's also saying be willing to communicate, be willing to actually, collaborate and talk to people. Like, don't be so guarded. Don't be so in your comfort zone. Like, put yourself out there. This isn't cups. This is pentacles. It's like, hey, be willing to like have more than one conversation, and don't put all the pressure on that conversation in one date. Don't try to qualify them for marriage for the rest of your life on the first date. Go out, be detached from the outcome a little bit. Just say, hey, if you're interested in somebody and there's no glaring red flags, go out on 3 dates. Like if this person, if I just can't see, moving forward at all after 3 dates with this person and there's no glaring red flags, then give them multiple chances, right? Like give it a chance. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So now let's move to the outcome, the Page of Wands. Things turning out better than you thought. Things turning out better than you think they will. Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? Good news, excitement, things going better than you think, if you follow the advice. The advice card just came out again. The Three of Pentacles. I'm going to put it back in. Because I'll just repeat myself on that. All right. So I'm actually putting it back in, not for a bad reason. I'm putting it back in because I'm actually trying to get a different message than the message I just gave you. So it's actually to your value that I put it back in. But it was everything I just said. Just go out, have fun, enjoy yourself. Yeah. Two of Swords. All right, give me one more. The Two of Swords here is saying to get out of your own way. This isn't about anybody else. This is a stalemate within yourself. Right? Because we have 2 cards now where the heart chakra is blocked. It's blocked here and it's blocked here. You're playing it safe, but you're also in your mind. You're trying to protect your heart at all costs. Right? And so the outcome is saying, like, you got to get to this place where you are not in this Two of Swords energy. It's like you're saying, the outcome is saying, if you don't do this, if you don't overcome this, then you're cock blocking your happiness. You're cock blocking the excitement, the joy, the fun, exciting new things that are available to you. Yeah. Okay. One flew. A third card flew on the floor. I'm going to grab it. And this is why. Because of fear. The moon. Tons and tons and tons of fear. I'm afraid. Queen of Swords is the other card that flew out. And I'm going to set the Queen of Swords aside. And it's just the same thing. This is the Queen of Swords before she was the Queen of Swords. There's a woman here and she's got 2 swords, right? Now, when I shuffled where the deck split, we have the the 9 of Cups. So you're blocking your ability to get your wish fulfilled. This page is saying, hey, the outcome, the thing that you really want, which is happiness, fulfillment, and all of that, is right here within reach. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, but you have to get clear, which is the Hangman energy. This Ace of Swords is this Hangman's little enlightenment, the light around the Hangman's head is this Ace of Swords. You have to see the truth. Here, you don't see the truth. The Two of Swords is, which is the truth? Which sword is the truth? I got 2 in my hands. Is this the truth or is that the truth? There's confusion here because there's always confusion when it comes to love, when you're trying to make love-based decisions based on just your head. You have to involve your heart in this decision, but you're blocking your heart And that's what the strength is here. Strength is saying, hey, you have to have the courage to open up and trust your emotions. You have to, at the very least, you have to involve your emotions. And when you involve your emotions, you'll actually realize that you have the ability to make a wise decision. Because again, up here, all the way back at the beginning of the reading, like I said, some of you guys don't trust yourselves. You're afraid to choose a cup because you're afraid if you choose a cup, it's going to blow up on you. Because that's what's happened to you in the past. And because of what's happened to you in the past, you're playing it safe. You're trying to avoid commitment, all these other issues that I've talked about in your reading. So the outcome is you've got to learn to trust yourself. You have to have courage because love requires courage. The treasure you seek is in the cave you fear to enter. And if you are courageous enough to enter the cave and overcome that, then there's good things waiting for you. Right? This page of wands doesn't care about the Two of Swords and it doesn't care about the moon. This page of swords is too busy focused on what it can have, not what it can't have. And that's really what this is about. So if you overcome this, and again, that Three of Pentacles came out twice, which is basically saying you might, if you find it really, really, really hard to do it by yourself, go and help recruit somebody, talk to somebody, get help from a mentor, therapist, coach, whoever. Find someone to help you through this, help you navigate it, because you do have that Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Or at the split, what we just saw a second ago. Fulfillment is awaiting you, but you're going to have to let go of playing safe, and you're going to have to see this from a new perspective, which was that Ace of Swords here. And I'm just going to take one last look here. Yeah, and look, can't make this shit up. Underneath this Ace of Pentacles is the Two of Cups. You have a soulmate. You have love awaiting you. Love can be yours. True love, commitment, a faithful person, not someone who's going to betray you, backstab you, not someone who's going to lie, cheat, and all that. You have true love waiting for you on the other side of making those changes. So my Tauruses, my Taurians, this is what I have for you. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. I will be back soon with more readings. And as always, my friends, love and light.